Hey y'all. So two things today. First I wanted to show you how far I've gotten on the Astronomy, Alchemy DreamFolio that I've been working on. And if you remember in my last video, I said that this one is going to open in 4 ways. So the last one kind of did like a flip and then it closed. This one, the leather is not in here. So I changed to the leather too because I didn't like that leather. I've got some leather that I ordered that's kind of like a slate blue color, and it's kind of like this color here. And so I think that's gonna look really nice. So that's on its way to me as we speak. But so these 2 sides are gonna fold in like that, and then the whole thing is gonna fold up into like a little book. I haven't figured out what the closure is gonna be yet, so that is also something I'm working on. But the main thing for today is this guy. So I've got the 4 sections, and I've been working on these sections like quite a lot. So I still have to decorate the junk journal, but this, at least the pages are in now. So here's like a little flip. And when I do like a final flip, I'll tell you where all the pages and stuff came from, the kits and stuff. So this is the junk journal, but I'm working, these aren't down yet. So this is like a little flip book. It's got a little thingy here and a little flip open thing for ephemera. I'll go through everything later. And then this opens like that. So this is down and it opens like this, and then it opens like that. And then this is the accordion folder, which is in all of them. So, so I've been working on these 3 sections, and I didn't know what I was going to put over here. So, oh, this is the leather that is going to, that the junk journal is going to slide into. So I was thinking that I would put like a long pocket over here, just like a long pocket in the same leather. But then I thought that was kind of boring. So I went on YouTube, and I was looking for some inspiration. And so I was watching Tracy Fox videos because she's an amazing paper crafter. And I found this little like ephemera booklet that she made, and I basically took that idea and changed it completely. But that's where the idea came from. So it opens here. This is just like a little like jewelry box clasp thing that I got in like the woodworking section at Hobby Lobby. And so it opens like this, and then like that, and there's a pocket here and a pocket here, and an envelope, and a pocket here, and an envelope. Okay, so this is great, and I was gonna go with this, except when I put it down next to all of the things, I realized that these 2 images are exactly the same. So the paper I got from a Stamperia paper pad. Also, can somebody tell me, is it Stamperia or is it Stamperia? Because I was watching somebody else's video and she said Stamperia, and I was like, really? I thought it was Stamperia. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, it matters. I want to say it right, but in this moment, it doesn't quite matter. So these images are the same, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is a little tutorial, and we'll see how this goes because I haven't done a tutorial in a long time. But I'm going to make another one of these, and I hope it turns out well. So again, I got the idea from Tracy Fox, and I'm going to do my version of it right now for you. So let me move all this stuff so I have some space. Okay. So the paper that I'm going to use is this paper. So this was the paper that I used. What I love about the Stamperia paper pads, oh my gosh, is that you can use the front and the back. So this is actually like the front cover of the actual paper pad, and they make it so that you can actually use it, which most paper pads you can't. So I really liked the contrast and stuff in this one, but I might just put it somewhere else. I might put it in the junk journal. So this is the paper that I'm going to use, and I'm going to go like that. So it's gonna go like that. And the first thing that I'm going to do is score this line and then these two lines. So I don't know if you can see, if it'll focus on that, but I've got a little space here because the stuff that I put inside it needs a little bit of space to close comfortably. So what I'm gonna do is grab my scoreboard, and my measurements are even different than Tracy Fox, but that's because I need it to fill that space that that I have on my DreamFolio. It's got to fill that space. So I made it a little bit wider than hers, and so this piece of paper is 11 inches, and I'm going to score it. And actually, I think I want to cut off. Yes, I know that there is a blade there, but I don't use it. I'm going to cut this little piece off because I don't like it. And I'm gonna cut this one off too. Okay, so now it is not quite 11 inches. Now it is about 10 7/8. And then this is, I think, 4 1/2. 4 3/8 almost now that I cut that little piece off. Okay, so I'm gonna score it. Where's my thingy? I'm gonna score it at 4 inches. Oh, and the way I did it is that I want it to fold here, and then I want it to close like that. So this is the short part. I'm gonna open it up this way to score my first score. So the first score is gonna be at 4 inches, and then the next score is gonna be at 8 inches, which is just another 4. Duh. And then I'm gonna do 8 1/8, and that'll give me that little lip for it to close a little bit better. So crease that, and then these two. Okay, So now it closes like that. You've got the little extra space here. Okay, so this. So on the inside, actually, yeah, I need to do these thingies first. So this needs to go on first, and I've got it right here. Actually, let me ink this up first, because if I don't, that thingy will be in the way. So I punched the the front corner, not the inside, just because I thought it looked a little bit nicer. So this is just vintage photo. I got this, this is a new one. I had this one for like years and years and years, and this one says Distress Ink vintage photo, and then this one says Distress Oxide vintage photo, and I don't know what that means. I do know that it works pretty much the same way. I haven't noticed any differences between like how it goes on. But if somebody wants to tell me what oxide means as opposed to ink, that would be lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna do all around the outside, and actually I don't need to do this back part because that's gonna be glued down to the leather. I'm gonna do the outside, and then I'm gonna do the creases here. I hope the video is not too dark. I'm using natural light, and anytime a cloud comes through, that's kind of taken away. Okay, so then I'm gonna do, well, the inside's dark, so you may not even be able to see. Let's do it anyway. I feel like I spend my whole life inking edges, but it definitely makes it look better. Can you even see this? A little bit. Okie dokie. These creases too. I won't be able to see this, but that's okay. Okay. So now I'm going to put my closures on. And the way that I am going to do this is not very scientific. I'm literally just going to place it where I want it, mark the holes, glue it down, and poke the holes, and put some brads in. Now this piece has an annoying like hump in it here, so that this thing can roll freely, but we will work with it. We just got to bend those down a little bit. Okay, so that's about centered. Okay, and then I'm just going to, where's my pen? Fantastic. Great, yes. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna mark my holes so that when I glue it down, I know where I want it to go. And then I'm going to take my glue And this stuff, I really like it. I mean, it works really well thus far. So okay, this is not going to stay too well because this screw in the middle, you know, there's like a hump in the bottom. So this is kind of just to keep my spot until I put the brads in. And actually, let me poke the holes. I'm just going to poke the holes with an awl that I use for my leather work. This will probably make the placement of it a little bit easier. Yeah, okay. Let's try this again. Sorry, I feel like the video's dark. I'll try to brighten it up, but I'm not tech savvy when it comes to YouTube videos. So we'll see. Okay, so I just lined that up with my holes. Actually, let me see if I can. Yep. Okay. Line that up with my holes there, and then do the same thing on this side. Make sure you've got it going in the right direction. You want it to go this way. So try to keep it off of that rolly thing so that it will continue to roll freely. Like, keep it off of those posts, that post in the middle where you can see that thing moving, because that will make it not move. And you want it to move. It's got to open. So then I'll place it over those holes. Where are my holes? Okay. So again, this is just to keep it in place while I put the brads. So the brads are these. They're little tiny ones. The big ones won't fit through, and that's fine, but I got them from Hobby Lobby. And they are in this package here, spare parts, tiny round brads. So I'm just gonna put these in the holes. There we go. Oops, I forgot I was zoomed in. My bad. Okay, so that's that. And then same thing on the bottom. Okay. So I'm just going to try and flatten these out a little bit. And I actually sometimes will use something hard to push it down. That way it gets a little bit flatter than it would with just my finger. Okay. So that's what we have now. Okay, so Tracy did cover these up so that things didn't get caught up on these. I don't think I'm going to cover this side. I didn't cover the side on this one. I just left it and it was fine with me. So I think I'm going to leave this side as it is, but I am going to cover this side because this side is a pocket. And when you put things down in it, and actually I covered this side and things still get a little bit hung up. You've got to finagle it. So I'm going to, where's my paper I had? Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to use a piece of copy paper, and the reason I'm doing that is it just literally needs to cover the space. And I think the reason that this one is getting hung up is because I used a piece of this cardstock, and I think it's just a little too thick. So I'm just going to put that over that and that over that. Keep forgetting I'm zoomed in. And it doesn't matter that this is white because you're not going to see it, like, at all. The pocket is pretty big and it will cover that up. Now I'm going to turn this over. This thing prevents me from flattening it out very well, so I'm just going to turn it over and rub it down really flat. Sorry for the shaky cam. Okay, so now I have the pockets and things to make. So this one is just a card from the Stamperia paper pad. So I've cut all that stuff out and I'm going to decide which one I want to use. So these are some of the cards from the paper pad. Then for this middle section, I used a digital kit from Peacock. I'll put it below. I think it's like Peacock. I'm gonna get it wrong, so I'm not gonna even do that. But it has some cutouts that are really cool. So this was one of them. And then these came too. I only printed it once, so I don't have this same one. This same one would have worked really well. But there's this one, which is this. You just fold it up. This one's gonna be too dark because that's like kind of black on black, and that's just a little matchy. If anybody's seen Peter Rabbit. Okay, so this one isn't gonna work. So that in the digital kit, there's also these just kind of pockets just instead of, it's the same, but it doesn't have the flap, the closure flap on it. So I think I'm gonna use one of these because this one's not gonna work. But one of these will. Okay, so let's see what cards we have. I like that. Not that one. You move. I think I like that. You. You. No. I like that too. Yeah, this is doing a lot. I like this. And I like that. I think I'm gonna go with this one, and it because of my front. So like this one has like a sun on it and a moon, and this has the sun. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. So let me fold this guy. It's a little dark, but it's okay. I'm gonna ink this guy. And this guy. And this I just printed onto like a ivory or like cream colored cardstock, and it's working pretty well. So that will go there, and this will go there. Yeah, let's put those on. Yeesh. Okay. So I'm going to glue this guy down. Glue going everywhere. I have a new glue, but it just doesn't feel right to open that one up when I still have glue in this one. It's just difficult. This one is just difficult because it's so low. And I just make sure that there's glue in all the corners because that's kind of the important part that needs to stay down. All right. So this guy will go right here. And then this guy will, oopsie, will go on the other side. And again, I just like to make sure the corners are going to stay down. Now this one has the hump, so I'm going to have to turn it over and push that stuff down from the other side. And I just try to make sure that there's the same amount of space here at the bottom, or close anyway. Okay. Cool. So, y'all get out of the way. Okay, so we've got this one, and now for this section, I made a little, this is just paper from the paper pad. And I'm like trying to use all this paper up before I like go off and buy others and stuff. So this is basically like my last scrap of this, of the paper from this collection. And so what I'm going to do is, this is a coin pouch that I got from Joanne Fabrics, and it was like in a package of 10, so there was 5 white and 5 craft. And so I just opened it up so that I could use it as a template, as a thingy. And so I want the bee to be on like this outside flap. Now this is all I have, so it's going to end up wherever it's going to end up, but I'm going to try and place it so that the bee is on the flap. This paper isn't quite tall enough, which it doesn't matter because this is the bottom flap and it's just going to come up and be glued. So no matter where this hits, it'll close up. So that's just a big flap for no reason. So, see if I can see through this a little bit. So the bee is right there. I think that'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is trace this onto here and cut it out. And unfortunately, it's going to be real time because I think it's going to be real time unless I find in the next hour or so a way to speed this up easily. Then it's just going to be me cutting this out. Sorry about that. I'll try and find a way, but if not, enjoy the cutting sounds. I don't know. This doesn't really matter too much. It's going to be folded under and inked. I find that inking forgives a lot of edge deficiencies. So that's another good thing about inking the edges up. Okay, cool. That didn't take too long. So I'm going to fold this up and see how well I did. That's good. Okay, So this will be that front flap. This will be the flap on the inside. And the bottom. Oops. And the top. Sorry that I'm shaking the thing. My desk isn't the most stable. Okay, so this will close like so. This will close on top of it. I missed the B a little bit, but who cares? Not me. Still looks good. So I'm gonna glue this guy down. Oh, told you, I spend my life inking things. Can't forget to ink them. Oh, this one's on the inside, doesn't matter. But why not? We're here. And okay, cool. Sorry, this video is getting really long. Trying to hurry. And then the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to glue this on right here, but leave this top open so that something can go behind there. So that kind of stinks about this guy is that this one has a pocket here, but then it's also an envelope, but it's cool. Still works. So I'm just going to glue around this outside and not the top corner edge. Sorry, apparently I can't glue and talk at the same time. Okay. And then again, the same amount of distance from the bottom, roughly. And then I've got this humped, so this guy, so I'm just gonna flatten it out on the top side. Okay, done and done. So now all I have to do is put the thingies inside, the ephemera or whatever I'm going to put inside. What I'm going to put inside is, I've got a couple things from don't know how to say the name of the shop, but I got them on a shop on Etsy. And I'll link it below, but there was a whole sheet of journaling cards, and there's a whole sheet of tags. So these are not inked. I'll ink them later, but so let me just ink one up so we can see. This is going to go behind here, like so. And then these are gonna go inside, like so. And then that I closed up with one of these Tim Holtz paper clips. It's gonna say safety pins, that is not right. Okay, and then these guys can either go this wide way, like that, they kind of fit perfectly, or they can go the long way, like that. And that one can go there. And then this one, I'm just gonna use this one because it fits. We'll go down in there. Ooh, like like that. Pretend. Come on, thing. Oh, maybe I glued it a little too high. Okay. So this is what we have, and it closes up like that. Cute. So then this will be on the right hand side. And let's see how it looks because I don't actually know. So this is the lineup. This will be the two on the right. Am I in? These are the two on the right. This is on the left, and then this will be on the left. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna put what I was going to do before I found this Tracy Fox thing is I was just gonna put a pin holder with the same leather that I'm gonna use for the slide. I was gonna put a pin holder, but I was like, that's boring. So then I was gonna put them both like that, but then if you have pins there, like if you have pins here, it'll be on top of that, which that's not good. So I don't know, I may just put something very similar to this down here as well, a little bit smaller right here. I'm not sure yet. But that is that. I'm super happy with this. So let me know if y'all have any questions or comments. I love to hear from you. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.